All right. I promised you not to talk a little bit about music, but I failed because you both so involved into music.
Oh.
So I wanted, but at the same time I tried to avoid talking about Old Man Markley.
Can't help.
But at the same time, I have a few albums which I hopefully you can talk a little bit about.
Okay.
This is one for Katie and this is one for Amy.
Oh! I'm glad you brought this up.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
You go first. Okay.
Age Before Beauty.
I believe this is an album procured by Johnny
Yes.
in Manchester? Bristol?
Yeah.
Birmingham,
Birmingham.
not Alabama, where you might expect the Scrub and Pickin' album, but Birmingham in the United Kingdom. And we got to a venue early, and it was like kind of sort of rainy, and we all split off to do like the different things that we each do whenever we get somewhere, and we can like have a few minutes to like not all have to do the exact
Go
same
see
thing.
what's around.
So I can't remember where you got vegan Chinese food.
I tried to, but it didn't exist.
Oh yeah, well, I walked with you to one. Anyway.
Yeah, and then it was closed.
Yeah, I went for a run. Johnny, just like a magnet. I mean, we don't have phone service there, so I don't know if he
just
somehow
finds stuff.
is like gravitates like towards record stores. So he got this record in Birmingham, United Kingdom, from this like cool old guy who owned a record shop and was so thrilled that
He had
like
hundreds of things there. I ended up going there after Johnny got the stuff. He came back and was like, "Oh, I found the coolest record store."
yeah, and didn't he hook up so Johnny could play some of it on in the van because we started listening to it.
No, you're
thought.
thinking about when we picked up the record player in Bakersfield.
No. When we were driving with Chris and we started listening to, I thought that maybe he ripped like an MP3 of one of the songs for us to listen to in the van with Chris.
Maybe.
Anyway, this is a really beautiful album, and I'm pretty sure if it's the
It
one I'm
was
thinking
fun
of,
to
it was
find
fun to
in the
hear.
UK and bring home and listen to it.
And this washboard, Brian has like a kind of not as epic looking but pretty cool acoustic washboard that he uses, where he's also mounted some little things, although I think that his are more like Guitar Center and less like he could make a sizzling steak in this one and put that on Jeff's drum set.
Yeah, Ryan should maybe rethink his.
And I think we might want to rethink our wardrobe because I like these ties.
Actually, Johnny has one of these ties.
Oh,
So maybe we just need to rethink our wardrobe.
maybe stripes for you and stripes for me.
But we should have stripes going the other way. Like
White socks,
jailbirds.
black shoes.
You have that shirt.
badass.
That's the shirt you got.
That's really similar. Mine is a little closer to the. Actually, it's like a marriage between those two. I got a sweet shirt that they promised had been in the lost and found for a really long time, so no one was coming back for it, and I washed it
For New Year's. She got it from the venue.
It's a new year. I needed a new shirt.
Yeah. Anyway, and this. Okay, so Dan Sawyer is actually the father of a girl I went to school with in the second grade named Emily Sawyer. And I haven't seen her since the second grade, but we found each other on Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter last, maybe a couple years ago, and I had one interaction with her, but she was a darling girl. And her dad and my dad had been friends because we went to school together, and they've remained in touch. And his name is Dan Sawyer, and he is a phenomenal ukulele player, and he goes by Dan Soybean Sawyer. And
Soybean is adorable.
I really like that he's soybean because I like soybeans. I am vegan, and I think that that's really quite nice. And his album is just him and the ukulele and some accompaniments, but it's unbelievable how he plays ukulele. And I took ukulele class, and I enjoy playing a little ukulele myself. I'm nowhere near as good as Soybean, but it's fun.
Starting.
The ukulele is
he
fun.
whitewashing that fence as a Sawyer?
He might be knocking on it, trying to get in to play a ukulele show, I think.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He's probably wanting to do a concert,
He was just drawn towards it as a Sawyer.
Yeah.
I guess a Sawyer wouldn't do that.
I don't know, but yeah, he's really nice, and we'll never know what he looks like unless you look him up because it's backwards.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
You know who else plays the ukulele in this band? Often.
Rosie?
Where did Rosie take a ukulele lesson?
He may have traded it for banjo. Oh, I forgot.
When we were in Paris, we played this incredible punk squat. It was like one of the grossest, if not the grossest show we've ever played because there were no windows. And it was sort of like this room we're in right now, but it smelled worse. I mean, it was like they didn't have bathrooms here. So they're like, don't send the girls in the bathrooms, because there was a toilet, but there was no plumbing. And so there's this huge room with like walls that were just like coated in sweat and like moisture from people's bodies, and it was so disgusting.
Why are you making me think about this, best friend?
Because this is like part of why we decided that we needed to check our
That's true.
email our family and friends and stuff at home. So we're like, okay, well, for just like the next 15 minutes before the show starts, we're gonna run to this little cafe down the street that's like been washed in the last decade. So we walked to this like incredible little cafe, and lo and behold, it was ukulele night.
Yeah.
And this incredibly nice guy.
About 30 ukuleles or 20 to 30 ukuleleers. Ukulelists?
Ukulelists. A-lists.
They were A-listers.
They were A-listers, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing along, like they had like little binders with sheet music and like or charts, to like play along with.
And all
sing.
ranges from expert to beginner to.
Oh yeah.
Some people were just there. They didn't even have a ukulele. They were just there to
drink wine and listen.
Yeah, listen.
And this poor guy, like we came in and we could all afford like one coffee for the duration of the night, but we kept coming back to like check in on the ukuleles. And John Rosen, I don't think we packed one, but I think Dose had hers.
Dose had hers. Our merch girl that was out with us and our friend Katie had. Her name also happened to be Katie, had a ukulele with her over in the UK, and she brought it when she met up with us in Europe. And
so he had access to a ukulele, so he joined their class, and he was just thrilled. So we often have a ukulele around.
And they've since contacted us. They've sent us the video from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosen was stoked. And the owner was friendly, even though we kept coming in and using the Wi-Fi and hanging out, and we'd only bought, like, espressos each. Like, the cheapest thing they had, which were served in these, like, teeny teeny.
They were so cute.
Yeah.
They're tiny like her.
And the Wi-Fi was fast.
Yeah.
You should check out the band called The Pukes from UK.
Oh, my God.
You know them?
No, but that's funny.
There is a band in UK, there's 18 ukulele players, and they're all ladies.
Whoa.
And there's about 3 guys, and they do covers of punk songs.
Yes.
They do covers of like Coxsparrow. And like that. So it was like 18 ukulele players.
Oh my god,
that's rad.
Pukes.
There's a band called the Ukes of Hazard, also, and they famously covered that MGMT song. Kids.
And Spike from the Gimme Gimmes is in a band called Uke Hunt.
That's a good name for a band.
Uke Hunt.
Or
like hunt.
We're not really into hunting, but
yeah, we don't
I'm okay
hunt.
with that.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Speaking of traveling across the world, remember then you told me the story about playing a show in Slovenia for kids?
For adult kids.
Adult kids.
Yeah.
College kids, yeah.
College students.
And then in States for kids. So
child kids, yeah.
You've been known for playing shows across the world, and you're one of the most hard-working bands. Playing interesting shows. Could you please tell me a little bit about this show, which happened?
Oh my god!
Because I don't know what's going on here. Could you please tell the story?
What an excellent night to remember.
This was Halloween night, and that's her.
That's you.
That's you.
Your corncob pipe. You're smoking. I don't even smoke.
Okay.
Look at your bangs.
Listen, you have the same bangs, but you're wearing a hat.
I know.
We have the same.
Do you know what these wigs are supposed to look like? Is George Clooney, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think that's
Anyway, we were in Florida. This was in Florida, and it was in what was the town called? It was the oldest town in Florida. No, we don't have internet. We're in Canada.
Wi-Fi.
Anyway, we were at a show actually that we played with Youth Brigade, who our manager is the drummer of Youth Brigade. So we were there, and Youth Brigade had been telling us, our manager had been telling us how they have such good costumes for the show, and we better watch out.
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh shit, we don't really have costumes. So
or money.
We had just played Fest the night before, so we drove from Fest to St. Augustine.
Yeah, from Gainesville to St. Augustine.
Gainesville to St. Augustine, that's where this was. And on the way, there happened to be like this little thrift store Goodwill, next door to a party city or like a party store. Okay. So we went to the Goodwill and we were like, all right, boys, go find some old ladies' clothing. And Katie and I went and found some like man's clothing, clearly.
Yes.
And so they found some really fantastic dresses.
And
Look at Ryan's outfit.
Ryan also went a step above, and he accessorized. So he had a really pretty, like, nice little white purse, and then also a nice hat.
Yeah, he had a
matching hat with some sort of lilac.
And next door, once we got the outfits, we went next door to the party store, and we got these wigs for everybody.
And these glasses.
And I got
perhaps
a corncob pipe. I just thought
I think we bought that belt also to keep those pants up. And there's a fanny pack, but it's hard to see.
And I stuffed a shirt down my pants so that I would have that like old man pooch in the front. It was really charming.
And you can hold out the heart probably on the.
Yeah. It was comfortable. Yeah. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, those pants were. I wish you could see how they tapered gently in at the angles.
Yeah, you can tell on this picture on me. Look how they come out.
We had pretty similar. Yeah, similar. Oh, and you had those shoes that were your sister's shoes that just happened to be red.
Everyone's rocking. Like.
Oh yeah, it's a long dress.
And Johnny wore my fishnet thigh highs that night, and his legs looked really good.
Yeah, I think that they all wore a little bit of makeup too.
A little bit.
They all wore a lot of makeup. And then it just so happened that that night we were hanging out. We parked outside of Youth Brigade's hotel, so we just.
Oh wait, backtrack.
Okay.
So we had these great costumes, and Youth Brigade didn't even have costumes. They had lab coats. Remember?
Oh my God.
Mark, that was a fail.
Sorry, Mark. We still love you.
Anyway, but we won at costumes. And then, we parked outside.
We parked outside. And then, speaking of them not having good enough costumes, Mark was shortly thereafter going to fly to Hawaii. I think they were playing a bunch of shows in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So we gave him this, like, oversized men's Hawaiian shirt. And he put a picture up on Facebook later. He actually wore this shirt in Hawaii.
Yeah, for one of the shows.
So now it's my turn to have it back, I think.
Yeah,
and
you
so
should tell him that maybe it's tradesies.
If we go to Australia this year, or, at some point, maybe that can be my Australia shirt.
A traveling trophy.
Yeah, and then I'll give it back to Mark again.
Oh, yeah.
What did you do with that shirt?
I recently sold this whole outfit in a garage sale. The same garage sale that I bought your book.
Yeah.
So, John and I pick up things from Craigslist. I don't know if you have Craigslist in Canada. Okay, good. We pick up free items sometimes, and then we have garage sales because they're really fun, and we sell stuff. And so, I recently sold this, which is how I picked up a box of books before we had our last garage sale. And one of the books was your comma book.
Yeah.
Eats, shoots, comma.
Eats,
commas.
shoots, and leaves.
Shoots, commas. Leaves, commas.
Commas.
Exclamation point. So those are really good outfits. They're gone now, but not forgotten.
I miss those glasses too. Those were good glasses.
Yeah.
And that hat, the brim. The brim of that hat is astronomical.
This wig this year. I know I wore Joey's wig. I wore the wig that Joey's wearing. It had like a bun. It was like a granny wig. I wore that this year for Halloween.
Yeah. What happened to those pants? Did you bring them on tour?
No, I didn't bring them on tour. I told you can have them, and you left them in my bathroom.
No. Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
I remember trying them on. Did I show them?
Yes. You liked them.
Yeah. Her costume was a really good, actually, just pants that I wanted to have for real life.
I told her she could have them.
Yeah. Where did you get them again?
The dumpster.
True story, swear to God. They are from a dumpster. But she said I could have them.
I'm not even
going to go great with my lost and found shirt.
I'm not even going to charge you for them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is it. My bag is empty.
Oh my God! I can't believe we didn't bring any pictures printed out for you because
next time I guess we have an assignment.
Next time we're gonna do like a mutual interview so that like for your listeners they can get to know you better.
Yeah.
Because they already know that you're a good interviewer, but do they know the real Tima? Like I don't know. So
this was really good.
This has been incredible.
Thank you.
This is the best bathroom interview.
This has been Rocket from Russia.
Yeah.